blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Step in the scene, fresh kicks on the feet. It's Comeiko T, bringing real to the street. Real estate queen, got that $1 million glow from the city to the block. Yeah, everybody know, talking life, talking hustle. She don't hold back, from sneakers to hats, got the whole style stacked. Tuesday nights, you already know the vibe. Blast Media Live, where the truth come alive. Pull up at 7 Steps. Central. Knowledge so sharp, yeah, it's all instrumental. She flip homes and flip convo too. 1 of 1, real rare, not one of the few. So low.
Say less, tune in, you know the deal. Miko tell her keep it fly and real. Talk that talk, walk that walk. Every Tuesday let the real ones talk.
Yeah. Say less, don't stress, turn it up and let the queen finesse.
What's up, peoples? Man, I ain't never the one to toot my horn or anybody else's, but my song be jamming. My intro be jamming. And if y'all need a customized intro to any of your shows or anything that you got going on, holler at me and I'll plug you. Okay? I'll hook you up with the master producer. Okay? Because I'll be jamming. But I got a new one coming for y'all too, shortly. Summer song. Anyway, how has everyone been? I know it's been so long since I went live, but just, I ain't gonna say life been lifing, because not in a bad way. It's just, I don't know. Like we were saying earlier, something in the air. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of little stuff going on, and then last week, just, this is a show, actually, I'm gonna be honest, it's a topic that I really did not want to do alone. I wanted to do it with other people to explain or express or share their version of their zodiac sign. But I never sat down to try to contact anyone to ask them to be on the show. So I'm just going, as always, flow off the dome, do it myself, because say less. It is my show, right? So Misha might pop in here at some time. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. So again, I hope everybody's been doing well. And I hope you enjoyed the last 2 weeks of Run It Backs. Okay. I don't even remember what they were, but we ran some stuff back. All right. And yeah, so we'll get started with of course, the motivational quote, not necessarily motivational in this case, but we are talking about zodiac signs, right? So, we're going to start it off with just the quote of the show, which is, your zodiac sign may explain your attitude, but it doesn't excuse your behavior. Mm-hmm. Your zodiac sign may explain your attitude, but it doesn't excuse your behavior. That's deep. Okay. That's deep, because it's a lot of us that used to blame our zodiac signs on our behavior. One of them. Okay, so we'll start off with that. My drink of the evening. So I can't remember what happened. I had an appointment and I was running late. That's what it was last week. Had an appointment. I was running late and I was like, I don't want to rush the show. And then it was Cinco de Mayo. Oh, y'all heard that? I didn't want to rush the show because it was Cinco de Mayo. So that's why I postponed it. But I didn't plan on going outside last Tuesday because you know how we do. We celebrate everybody holiday. You know, I saw a lot of disgruntled people on Facebook. Why do y'all out there celebrating these people? I don't care. It's a day to celebrate, baby. I'm going to celebrate Chinese New Year. I'm going to celebrate, Habakkuk. I don't care what it is. If it's a celebration, baby, it's a celebration. And I'm going to take part in it. Okay? So happy Cinco de Mayo. But I didn't plan on going anywhere. And my drink of the evening last week was going to be this little Casamigos spicy margarita. Of course, I didn't get to it because I went outside to Rio Bravo and partook in the Cinco de Mayo festivities. And so it's been in the refrigerator. And I don't have any ice, but cheers. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's spicy. That's good. All right. So we are talking about zodiac signs. Now, as everyone should know, okay, should know that I am the beautiful Gemini. Okay. All day long. And then I got Miss Gemini tattooed on my wrist. My watch is covering it because I'm proud to be a Gemini. Now, you guys give us a hard time. You really do. You give us a hard time. And I don't know why. Because we're great people. We're a little special, but we're great people. And I understand it. Okay. So we're just going to dive into it. Now, I think Misha's in. There she is. Her and the ceiling fan. And she's muted. So there's Misha, guys. I told you she'll be popping in a little late. I'm just basically going to break these signs down, and just because it's just the two of us. Do you have your beverage?
I don't. I'm all over the place. I don't have no alcohol. I got some sweet tea.
Get the sweet tea. How could she? We are supposed to always have a stash in the house.
I know. I don't be drinking. I got a frozen drink that I've been having for about a month in the freezer.
Bless
half,
you.
half full.
That's good though. That's the same thing with Trey. He don't drink either, not even a beer. And I'll be like, the other day I was like, "Are you on antibiotics?" Cause sir,
No.
he was like, "No, you didn't just ask me that." I was like, "I'm just saying." But no, he laid back on the drinking. He did.
It be taking too long to recover. I can't.
You are so right. It's horrible.
It be taking me a couple. I already be trying to recover from everything else. The alcohol on top of it, I'm gonna be out for about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, leave it alone. Drink the tea.
Mom.
There's that.
I'm on the phone. Okay, in a minute. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start this out. So, like I said, it's just me and Misha. I'm gonna go down this list, right? Because we have our elements and our modalities. So I'm gonna break those down. We're gonna go over the signs, and then Misha's gonna elaborate on her sign. I'm gonna elaborate on my sign, and if VP wanna jump in and elaborate on his sign, whatever. But this is what we gonna do. So your element, okay? There's 4 elements in a zodiac sign, and you have air, water, fire, and earth. Okay, those are the elements. And air means embody intellect, communication, and social connection. If you are an air element, if you are a water element, it means deep emotions, high intuition, and intense sensitivity. Okay, water. Fire element represents passion, energy, action, and inspiration. And if you are earth element, it's categorized by being grounded, practical, loyal, and reliable. Okay. So then you have your modality signs, which is a cardinal, mutable, or fixed. You're either one of those in your sign. So if you're a cardinal, that's the initiator, leaders, and trendsetters, known for their drive, ambition, and can-do attitudes. That's a cardinal. A mutable is characterized by flexibility, adaptability, and a natural affinity for change. They take the initiatives of cardinal signs and the stability of fixed signs to transform, refine, and bring situations to a close. Okay, that's the mutable. The fixed is known as the stabilizers or doers of the zodiac, focused on stability, determination, and following through on plans initiated by cardinal signs. So basically, you have cardinal, who are the initiators, the leaders, and trendsetters. Mutable is flexibility, adaptability, and natural affinity for change. And fixed is stabilizer or doers. Okay. That is that. So when you hear me speak on just the traits of your sign, you'll know what your element is and your modality is. Okay. So we are going to start it off with Aries. Misha, do you know any Aries?
I don't. Not offhand.
Okay. Okay, because I do. And yeah. But now we'll get into this after I go over all of these, because me and you talked briefly yesterday. So Aries is March 21st through April 19th, right? Their element is fire. Their modality is cardinal. And their traits are direct, passionate, and courageous. And the Aries that I know, I can say that's partially true. Okay, but ain't no Aries on here to speak for their stuff, so we moving on. Taurus is April 20th through May 20th. Okay, their element is earth. Their modality is fixed, and their traits are generous, reliable, and loyal. You know any Tauruses?
Grandmother.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah. That sounds about right. A few other things added in, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And here we are. Here we are. Geminis. Geminis are May 21st through June 20th. Feel the breeze because we're on the way. Our element is air, okay? And our modality is mutable. And they say our traits are charisma, conversation, and chaos. As a Gemini, I can agree. The chaos, I don't know. Maybe that's a major, because
no, I think you guys thrive in it, so you don't see it.
In chaos, but I know that I tries to shut it down.
But I think you work through it. I can't even say work through it. If you, like, some people feed off of it. And it is something that you just look past and probably don't even pay it attention, because you can, how you deal with situations, it be chaotic, but how you deal with it, it's still something you deal with.
I adapt.
Huh?
Maybe I adapt.
Yeah, you adapt, and you know how to kind of fight through it.
Okay. Well, you only been knowing me 20 plus years, so okay, I'll take that. Maybe I don't see it. Now, can I say confrontational? I could say that, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that, because I feel like we'll get into that, because we talked about.
Let me talk to you about something. Yeah.
Because we're talking about your background, your growing up, your growth, your whatever. So, all right. The next one is Cancers. Cancers are June 21st through July 22nd. Their element is water. Their modality is cardinal. And their traits are silly, supportive, and sensitive. Now, my husband's a Cancer. It's a couple of other people I know is Cancers. And when I say that every single one of them traits is correcto, it's correct.
That sensitive one is a big one. Yeah.
Put sensitive in capital letters.
Yeah.
Please, in capital letters. It just, right? So that's so true for Cancer. And I can say that because close to Cancers. The next one is Leo. Leos are July 23rd through August 22nd. Their element is fire. Their modality is fixed. And their traits are absorber, ambitious, and affectionate.
All
Now,
right.
I think Miss Sang is a Leo. I think that's about right. The
I'm not
ambitions are
sure.
absolutely. Um, yeah, can't speak on it. The next one is Virgos. Virgos are August 23rd through September 22nd. Their element is earth. Their modality is mutable. And their traits are sensible, savage, and savvy.
And a few other things, yeah.
Now, that's your sign. Do you find that to be pretty relevant?
Yeah.
I find it to be relevant because mini me is a Virgo.
hmm Yeah, but like we talked about the other day, it's a lot of other things that tie in. Generally, yeah,
Yeah. The next one
money
is
wise, very
yeah,
usually.
but Virgo, they left out stubborn, but we'll get into that.
Oh no, it's like yeah,
They left it out.
they did, they did.
The next one is Libra. Libras are September 23rd through October 22nd. Their element is air, and their modality is cardinal. And their traits are tasteful, thoughtful, and tactful. My mama was a Libra. She was just amazing. Okay. And that's just that. She was all of everything. Okay. Baby daddy, Saya's dad, he's a Libra. I don't know about the thoughtful part, but yeah. Tasteful, tactful, yeah. Somewhat. Next one is Scorpio. Scorpio's October 23rd through November 21st. Their element is water. Their modality is fixed. And their traits are passionate, private, and powerful. Again, I don't know no close Scorpios that I could think of. It's crazy because you know people's birthday, but you don't pay attention to their signs. But whatever.
Right, right.
I don't know Scorpio.
Wait. Which one was that? Scorpio? My brother. Yeah,
The passionate, private, and powerful.
yeah.
Okay. And his element is water. Let's go back up to water. Deep emotions, high intuition, and intense sensitivity.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a Scorpio. Sagittarius. Did I read the air? Did I read the I did not. We'll go back to it. How about that?
What,
Just hope-
Aries?
The element of what the element is. Hopefully, if anybody's watching, they paid attention to their element, but I'll explain what the elements are. I don't think I did. Okay, so that's Scorpio. Then you have Sagittariuses. They're November 22nd through December 21st. Their element is fire. Their modality is mutable. And their traits are smart, surprising, and spirited. My sister's a Sagittarius. And I find that to be pretty much spot on. Surprising, I don't know, because she's an introvert, so I don't know about that. I don't know what surprising mean, but
I don't know that my sister is Scorpio. Yeah, my sister is.
and then you have
wishy-washy, undecisive. Yeah.
Personalities. Then you have the I'm just like what's in Pearl, the 227 in the window over here. Then you have Capricorns. Capricorns are December 22nd through January 19th. Their element is earth. Their modality is cardinal. And their traits are dependable, disciplined, and diligent. I find that to be true. My son is a Capricorn. I find that to be pretty true. because he's all three of those: dependable, disciplined, and diligent. The next one is Aquariuses. That's January 20th through February 18th. Their element is air. Their modality is fixed, and they are considered abstract, arrogant, and accurate.
Hold on. That arrogant one is yeah.
Yeah.
Usually wrong, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You're right. And then last one is Pisces, and they are February 19th through March 20th, and their element is water. Their modality is mutable, and their traits are creative, intuitive, and empathetic. Emphasis on the empathetic.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I ain't say it, but I was
Emphasis on the empathetic. Whoo! My brother's a Pisces. Yeah. So there you have it. So let's move back to the elements, because I don't think I did it. But if you were an air element, it means embody intellect, communication, and social connection. That's air. If you're a water element, deep emotions, high intuition, and intense sensitivity. If you're fire, you represent passion, energy, action, and inspiration. And if you're earth, you're characterized by being grounded, practical, loyal, and reliable. So I'm air, and I embody intellect, communication, and social connection. Hands down, 1,000% true. 1,000%. Sometimes I don't feel very intellectual, but whatever. We'll go back to that. But the communication and the social connection, 1,000, 10,000, 20,000% true, right? And Misha, you were at your earth. And earth is characterized by being grounded, practical, loyal, and reliable. So there you have it. That's the signs. And I will let Misha speak on her sign and how much that the statistics resonates with her.
Well, with me, what most of the stuff that's written about Virgo, I would say is true about myself. Not across the board, because for me, my Virgo sign, like some people have Virgo, Pisces, Gemini mixed in with their sign. I'm like 4 times Virgo, so I'm a Virgo. My daughter's a Virgo, my mom a Virgo, grandfather was a Virgo, both of them, mom's side, dad's side. Who else? Uncle. A lot of family members that are Virgos. Sister. And me and my sister, my mom, kind of similar. My daughter, no. I don't know where she came from. But
that ain't right. Leave KK alone.
That's my baby, but no. Typically, we money-wise, we do overthink, overanalyze, and usually people think that we're quiet, but no, we're watching everything you do and say and judging you, usually, honestly. Yeah, typically about Virgo for myself is true, but it's not across the board. And that's for every sign, because, whatever sign your main sign is, you generally have about 4 other different things mixed in there. So
you do. And your
upbringing.
I found this and I'd had it because I think Gemini. Okay, so Geminis are, I got it right here. We're with Aquarius. So Geminis are Aquarius. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So we're the air signs. Yep, we're the air signs. All of your Virgo and your Earth. So it's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. You guys are all Earth signs. And it's crazy. Have you ever thought about, like, you know how I'm Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and if there's any traits that, you know what I'm saying, that because we're all air signs?
No, it not usually, because you guys are all air signs. It's like if you look up your birth chart under your birth date, time you were born, and all that, like it's a lot of information that you got to look up to kind of put together, and it'll tell you if it's not necessarily just the earth sign. It could be, like, for me, I have Gemini in there. I have what was it? Aries, I do believe, but I'm mostly Virgo. Not everybody, gonna line up where they're a Gemini and then they got Gemini, and it's a lot of elements to it. So when it comes to like the air signs itself or earth signs, I wouldn't say that like we are the same. So,
it's some different. But hold on, I'm about to die, y'all. Hold on. Don't start that. Don't start all that barking. Okay. Computer was about to die. Oh, child. All right, I'm back. Yeah, you are absolutely right about that. So since it's just me and you on here, so I bought this book. Did y'all know that 5 and Below be having some good books?
I just left out of there yet.
They be having some good books, y'all. Some good self-awareness books, motivational books, but anyway, I've got this. What's your signs? A guide to astrology for the cosmically. How you say it? Cosmically. Okay, that's the word. Cosmically curious. All right. Guide to astrology for the cosmically curious. I don't even think I said it right then. But for Virgos, so they have charts in here and stuff like that, right? So basically they have sensible, savage, and savvy. And in that, they have adult to speaking type of attitude, right? Then you have the whole, I found a great deal, gonna look for great deals. And then that sarcasm, did you try restarting, whatever. And then you guys are considered, well, there's a chart, but practical, hardworking, critical, correct, and helpful. And your likes is when things work. You like itineraries and devotion. And the things that you dislike is chaos, stupidity, and being taken for granted. Those are the dislikes of a Virgo.
And liars.
Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and write that on here. Liars. Don't nobody like liars. And then skills is knowing what you need, establishing routines, and cultivating efficiency. And then your struggles are asking for what you need, being flexible, and cultivating perfectionism.
It's not so much asking for what you need. We're just real big on pride, so we don't want to ask for nothing because we want to do it ourselves.
Right. That's where the stubborn comes in.
And do.
Yeah, let's go ahead and add stubborn to this too, because
No, you can leave it off for now.
Because, honey, when I say my daughter picture is in the dictionary next to stubborn, it's next to stubborn. I don't know if EP had a video. If not, we can keep rolling because we ain't gonna be. Mm-hmm. Virgos are good with their hands. They love history. They love having a budget.
Yeah. All those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stop licking your paws. I hear you. And then for Geminis, real quick, we have our likes is now this is a lie. This is where I say it's not true. I mean, have you ever known me to start rumors or keep rumors going?
No.
I don't. That ain't what I do. But anyway, likes, it says starting rumors, providing entertainment.
But I will say, I do know a few Geminis who do. But
okay,
as a trait, I wouldn't say.
I ain't never did that rumor stuff. That's crazy work. No, I ain't never did that. Providing entertainment, sugar, and caffeine as likes. Dislikes is hearing about it last, being bored, and decaf anything. That's so true. And our skills is juggling tasks, finding the words. You can't beat me in a crossword puzzle. Hands down. I used to have contests in school. Word searches. You can't. You just can't. She dropped off. Okay. And keeping you informed. That's our skills. Keeping people informed. Our struggles is focusing on a single task. Kind of true because we're multitaskers. Sticking to a word limit. That is so true because we talk a lot and even type a lot. And when you get into a box that has only 500 characters, we didn't try to go up to 700 characters. That is very, very, very true. Very true. And then you have deciding what to tell you. So I guess we pick and choose what we want to tell you. I don't know. That's a lie because I tell you everything. So, but yeah, 5 and below, y'all. This is What's Your Signs. They have a lot of good books, from Bible stuff to cookbooks to health books. They have that big old book that's the home. Did you see that one? The home remedies, of all the home remedies for anything you can think of. What's it called? I forget what it's called, but it's like the ancient, like what our ancestors and stuff used when they were sick and how they got well, and it wasn't all this over the counter and medicine and stuff of that nature. So that's the sign. So I guess I'll go ahead and we can kind of sort of bring it to an end and say that I'm going to add some things to my sign that they forgot, or that they just didn't elaborate on. Okay. It's going to be loyalty. We are huge on loyalty. We can be private to people that we don't know, and very selective on who's in our circle. And once we allow you in our circle, the little circle of trust, we take that seriously, right? Allowing you in our space. We can be confrontational, but in a good way. I'm down to chat it up with any and everybody. I feel like we all should be heard. Okay. And so some people think it's, oh, you're so confrontational. No, it's not. We're just talking as adults, right? I want you to understand my boundaries and I want to understand your boundaries. There's nothing wrong with that. Something else they left out is that we really, truly, deep down inside are introverts. We really are. Don't seem like it because we're so social. We so extra, but really deep down inside, we really like chilling with ourselves. We're comfortable with being just with ourselves. Um, and now I'm gonna say a lot of the stuff I may have resonated more with the Gemini back in the day, but like we talked about yesterday, um, some things are characters, some things are traits, and if you may have carried them, but as you grow, you move different. If that makes sense.
You shed a lot of dead weight. Yeah.
Yeah, you move different because you grow. We all grow. It's growth. And you know, I used to use that whole, like the quote I did in the beginning, use my zodiac sign as a excuse for my behavior. You know, that's just who I am. I'm a Gemini, you know, to the dumb stuff, you know. But as you grow and you mature, you know, a lot of the stuff is just like, and used to be, but not.
Mhm.
I did dig deep into minds, and it was a long time ago, and I don't know where I put it, but I did do they have Astra. You put in your birth date, what time you were born, where you were born, you know, and it breaks all that stuff down about who you are, and it's crazy because pretty much 99.9% of it is true. That's the
Yeah.
crazy part. A lot of people don't believe in astrology. I know a few people who don't. I don't understand how or why, but they don't. And I believe in it because I feel like it was put in place for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I think
There's probably
it's all part of the universe. And when we were created, some people just feel like they just exist. And they was just born on their birthday, and that's what it is, and that's just what it is. I would love to have that conversation with someone who does not believe in astrology, because I really would like to know for real, like, where's your thought process?
And not understanding that everything is ran off of astrology. Like literally everything.
Everything. Everything is energy. A lot of people don't believe that. It's energy all around us. How do you not believe in energy? Like, I guess if you never really tried to tap into energy, maybe that's probably why, and you're oblivious to it. I don't know, but baby, energy is real.
Yeah, it's crazy if you could sit there and like pay attention to. You could be sitting there and you say, you know what, I really want, and think of something, and then the next thing you know, it may be a day, 2 months later, what you were thinking at that moment comes to fruition. So it is definitely, yeah, the mind is very powerful. Words are very powerful.
Just like they say the tongue is powerful, the mind is powerful. It ain't easy to try to take complete control of your mind. I'm gonna be 100, because you got to remember, Lucifer was one of the strongest angels. You know what I'm saying? People underestimate that Negro's strength, but he's strong. So it takes more strength to lean on God or lean on whoever your higher power is, because you know everybody don't believe in God, but as long as you believe that somebody created you and it's a higher power, okay, got to lean on them, because people are losing their minds left and right.
Mhm.
You got to get a grip on your thought process and everything. I'm speaking to myself, because sometimes we let life kind of shake us up. We got to snap back. I can't do that because I got a splinter in my thumb. I can't get it out. But we got to snap back. So, yeah. But that's the signs. I'm glad that I got it out the way. Is there anything you want to say to the Virgos? Saya should have been on here. I should have got Saya, but
Yeah. Yeah, and No, it's nothing I can say to Virgo. So we know everything. Everything.
Really?
Yeah.
They just know everything. Yep. Well,
I
yeah.
will say if we like typically Virgos are very big on researching. So if we say something, we didn't looked it up, searched it and researched it and usually, not all the time, but usually we ain't gonna speak on it unless we know about it.
Let me tell you something. And that's crazy because that's truly a Gemini. You could be talking about something and we done looked it up before you even finish. I was just telling Trey that the other day how I'm not speaking on nothing until it's facts. Like, you know how people put, oh, such and such died. The first thing I do is go to Wikipedia.
And I'm gonna be looking like this, looking at you like this.
When I say I'm the research queen, if anything and anybody want to find anything, I am your girl. I'm gonna find it. And then not gonna speak on nothing. Cause like I say, when people pass away and they be like, oh, such and such passed, I'll be sitting there like, go straight to Wikipedia. If that Wikipedia says born February 19th, 1964, and that's it, they're alive. They alive. Wikipedia don't miss nothing. That is actual updated information. And if for somebody done passed away, that Wikipedia gonna say they born date, they death date. If it ain't no death date after they born date, they still alive. But people so quick to share. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. And they don't even do their own research and they just share it. We gonna research because at the end of the day, like you said, we want to be right. We want to be right. I can admit that. I can say that. So, yep. But on that note, we are going to go ahead and end this. Misha, I appreciate you for elaborating on the Virgo sign and your time, because I know Sky is ready to bug you.
Yes, definitely.
So we're gonna
So
we're gonna end it on our ending quote, which is whether you're a Gemini, a Scorpio, a Virgo, or a whole walking red flag. Okay, remember this: growth has nothing to do with your zodiac sign and everything to do with self-awareness.
Yes.
Until next time, say less.